is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head with the Buffalo. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking. Tackled through the hole, ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Brandon, good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Here's Breida. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Well, CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Harris.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And that's a run characteristic of Damien Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
But he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. 36 yards on the play. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Patriot touchdown. Damien Harris, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And, indeed, he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Allen. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Jones. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Olszewski now to return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Three. Throwing Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Bills 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Allen off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Harris. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by Myers. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 2. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. James White in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of out for this team, so you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Juwan Bentley there to get him down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going right side is White, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point, good by Gostkowski. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 27, Allen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing is Allen on third. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. On the return is Olszewski.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, it's complete. James White. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll run for it. This is White. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James White with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. McKenzie returning it. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of cover.
Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with Harris. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar, 54 yards.
And the Patriots look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
42, Bills 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Following the fumble recovery, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dedrick Wise Jr. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen out to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Allen going to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Christian Barmore in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, The spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Charles, it's one.